Good morning, good morning. Welcome everybody. I've got to learn not to clap because I was listening back to it last week and I realized don't clap while you're talking is very, very bad. Anyway, hands apart, hands on the knitting, can't clap. Good morning everybody. Welcome to another Fiverific live crafting chat. This week, I'm going to knock wood before I say it, knocking the wood. I actually think everything's right. I think it's all good. Other than the standard internet-y rubbish, which I can't do anything about. But I think that I have got some stuff sorted. I sorted out some color issues I was having on the main camera. Turns out I had the white balance on auto, which is never a good thing. So I'm pretty happy. I've wanted to talk about the video I put out on Tuesday about these different gauges, and just wanted to thank you all for going in and liking that video. There's so many likes on that. I'm really happy, so thanks guys. And it's one of those things that you just don't realize there's options until someone points out that there's options. And I mean, I for a really long time thought these were not for crochet hooks, and then until I learned about it a few years ago that it's just not for some. But anyway, I won't go into that. Video from Tuesday's got all that info. Good morning everybody. We've got some people in the chat already. Nikki is in with her spanner. Good morning Nikki. Morning Allegra and Marion and Stacy and Kim. Kim's written us another awesome poem. Scroll to the top of the chat, she's popped it in. Tammy is hanging out. Tammy's probably going to be pulled over on the side of some road somewhere. Now, guys, what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, so I've changed my setup yet again because that's what I do. I'm trying to tweak it and get it better. I get little bits of new equipment. I've got another little mini tripod. So this camera, my crafty cam, is in a different spot. So hopefully I won't pull my craft out of the camera quite so much. Good morning, Gay. Good morning, Anka. I clapped again. Oh, now just as a heads up, Tibbles is cold. So he is just walking, get off. He just walked across the desk. No doubt he's going to jump up. I've already had to reset up the cameras because he didn't approve of where the cameras were. And as he is a mountain lion, I had to think about, I was actually going to blue tack them down because I normally just rest them. But we'll see how it goes, see if he comes in to trash everything. Nikki is donating our prizes today. Nikki from Shepherdess. Nikki, I always screw up your website and I meant to do a graphic for it and totally different. I've just realized something here. Hang on a second. How's that, guys? Let's just line everything back up. I don't know when I screwed that up. But Nikki from Shepherdess Aussie Handmade has donated our gorgeous prizes. We have two lovely prizes. The first is this one here, is the Ice Princess. I've just popped it in the handy cam. And I actually have some of this and I've been patting it and it's getting a little bit fluffed up because I keep patting it. I haven't spun it yet because I'm too busy patting it. So we have the Ice Princess, and we also have, thank you, Nikki's popped in her shepherdessau.com. Thank you, Nikki. I screwed up so bad. And you can actually put links in, I think. You can actually put a proper link in for people to click. And it is absolutely, it is so soft, this fiber. It is just delicious and it's so open, and I believe, just feeling it, it's going to be a dream to spin. I just drooled. That's how much I like it. I drooled. Okay, so then we also have Autumn is Here, which is the other option that Nikki has made. Now, hang on one sec, because I printed out the informations. So the Autumn is Here is a 78% merino, which is a 23 micron. It is not superwash, guys. It has 20% natural grey baby alpaca and 2% bronze Angelina. And I just think it's gorgeous. I was so torn when I was picking mine that I couldn't decide. And if it feels half as nice as the Siberian Ice Princess, then it's going to be absolutely delicious. Actually, it'll probably fit. Oh gosh, they're made out of different stuff. Man, I should have bought both. Anyway, Ice Princess, Siberian Ice Princess is 95% of 23 micron merino non-superwash. And also it has 5% blue stellina, which is really soft sparkles. Nikki gets these imported from the UK, and they are available on her website as well. So if you do not win the prize, go and purchase them. They are stupidly cheap, Nikki. The Autumn is Here is $19 per 100 grams, and the Siberian Ice Princess is $18 per 100 grams. That is fantastic prices. So throughout today's chat, we will do the whole, get busy in the chat, and you can win one of those. Is that the sock kits hanging in the back? Actually, it is, yes. So yesterday, I tweeted out or something. I've social media'd, not very much actually, but a bit. And I dyed 4 kilos of yarn yesterday. And Natasha is not happy. She has to work and cannot join us. Oh, sorry, Natasha. So these are the grey. Actually, I've done a light grey, which I shall pull into shot. A light grey or a dark grey for people to choose. And then there are 14. 14 was enough. 14 individual colours to put. So now I have to wind them all into their little balls for our sock kits, for our rainbow sock cowl that we're going to start in July. So I'll be starting, the goal at this stage is to have all the sock kits ready up on the website within about a week. Because they're pretty well, they still need a bit more. Once they've finished being my pretty background, they're going to go back outside to dry a little bit more. And also, we'll get those up on the website in the next week or so. And then I'm only doing limited kits. I think I'm going to double check, but I think there's only going to be about 18 available in total, unless it becomes ridiculously popular, which then I might consider doing another dye run. But with Bendigo coming, I'm going to stick with what I've got for now. But anyway, there'll be about sort of 15 to 18 kits available, and then the pattern is free. You can go and grab that. I'll get all that information out, and then I'll also, if there's any kits, like I'm assuming there'll be kits left over, I'll take those to Bendigo as well, so people can grab kits at Bendigo. The first video will go up in the first week of July. Sorry, my brain is hurting. The first video of our cast on and getting the rib on will go in July, and then I'm hoping to have the second video up while I'm at Bendigo. So it will depend on how things go, but that's the goal, is to get it started and then give everyone a chance to get up to the heel before I get back from Bendigo, and we'll go from there. So if you are intending on joining in on this journey, you don't have to buy the kit. You can use your own scraps. The pattern says 50 grams of your main colour, and then also 3 to 4 grams of 14 other colours. I've got coffee, Kim. What level is the rainbow sock pattern? I've never knitted socks before, but I'm interested in learning. This sock pattern is a really easy sock. There is no gusset. We just do some increasing. There are some interesting ways to join colours and things like that, but I'm going to be doing videos step by step for anything that's just not basic knitting. And then also on the Thursdays in between, I'll be doing it as my crafty cam, so you guys can see where I'm up to, and hopefully I will not get second sockitis, because that's what happens. The chat looks good up under crafty cam, nice and clear. Excellent. Thank you, Tammy. You've got your pattern ready, Stacey. That's brilliant. So, I'm just really excited about this whole thing. It's just, there's so many good things happening, and so many fun things for us all to do together. So many fun things for us all to do together. Now, the other thing is I'll be having threads and chats within the Facebook group that we've just created. So if you go to facebook.com/groups/Fiberific Fun Zone, you can just pop in a request to join in. And so that would be great. Tree Town Art says, thanks, I might be prone to second sockitis too. Yeah, I'm good. I have a lot of first socks, and I just wear two very different socks together. They fit. Doesn't matter, does it? No one cares, really. Okay, so I'm assuming all the audio and everything is good. Oh yeah, second sock syndrome is totally real, Anka. It's totally real. Anyway, I'm going to knit some stuff. Today on the Crafty Cam, I'm still working on my speckled shawl. There we go. Speckled. There. Ooh, Crafty Cam, it's harder to show you. Speckled. I got this off a Ravelry, and I am now in the white spot. Unusually Awesome says 2 at a time socks is where it's at. Well, see, I hate 2 at a time socks. Personally, I like using the 9-inch circulars. The project for me is just that much more portable. It doesn't take up as much space, and I knit faster when I'm on the 9-inch circulars than I do doing 2 at a time socks. Also, I think I would just totally get confused doing 2 at a time socks with all these color changes, and I'd end up using the wrong color or something, and it would bother me. Nikki says she's definitely going to be making hers 2 at a time with a magic loop. So Nikki can do some photos of hers doing hers 2 at a time. But that's the thing with this pattern. The pattern actually calls for double points. We can all use whatever we want. In second sock wouldn't get done. Yeah, there's a lot of people who get second sockitis. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to keep going with my 9-inch circulars for the socks, but you can absolutely use double pointeds, 2 short circulars, 2 at a time on a magic loop. It's whatever you want. The sock itself is such a basic construction. Oh, does the title say spinning in the diz again? I didn't change the title. Gosh, I'm a goofball. Let me see if I can fix that. It does too. I forgot to change it. So I'm just going to lean over here and just knit some stuff and check out the pretty yarn. There we go. I don't know if that changes. We'll see. We'll see if that changed. Let me know if that changed for anybody. I've just got to double check on here because I do get messages on Instagram when people haven't worked out. Oh, someone wants to join. You're approved, Ali. I just approved you. The approval thing is really two things at the same time. For the Facebook group, I've got it set for approvals, and it's really just to keep bots and spammers out. Pretty well everyone gets approved. I haven't not approved anyone except for one person who was most obviously not interested in knitting. We don't want any of that in there, or craft at all of any description. They were very much interested in Ray-Bans. Yeah, Ray-Bans. Oh, I'm missing my chat window. Hang on. Chat window. There we go. Insta changed. Excellent. Thanks, Allegra. I was going to spin. I was thinking about spinning. I was thinking about crocheting something because I've got a crochet project. Now I have a confession to make. You know my new gorgeous Sir Sinus yarn that I love getting, the baby alpaca that I used for that dyeing video that I did. Well, I may be able to dye that yarn and skein that yarn, but it turns out that I'm allergic to alpaca fluff and I can't have it close enough to my face to knit with it. So all these years of me just not liking to use alpaca much, then I find one I actually really like the feel of, and it turns out that I can't use it. Anka says that she has got the sock knitting pattern and it looks so good. I'll do 2 circulars and knit them at the same time. Yeah, and that's a good way to go. And I had a read through of everybody's who's done it, comments and what have you. It just seems really positive. It doesn't look like a lot of people have made it. Yeah. So let's just say that when it comes to that particular yarn, I still love it, and I can still dye it, and I can still pat it, but I can't bring it near my face. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that was just very, very disappointing. I thought I was actually coming down with a cold when because I'm crocheting this gorgeous little shawl I was crocheting this gorgeous shawl in the alpaca, and I thought, no, maybe I'm just coming down with a cold, and then I sort of put it away, and then I went in, and a couple of days later was feeling better. You stop licking the yarn. Yeah, a couple of days later, I was feeling all better, and my face wasn't puffy anymore. And so I was like, okay, I feel like crafting again. And then I picked it up and started crocheting again. And within about 5 or 10 minutes. It wasn't long, but it wasn't like instant either. I don't think I'd die. But yeah, my face went crazy. My eyes were trying to walk away from my face, and it just wasn't an enjoyable experience. So I've put it down, and I'm going to have to find someone who might be interested in crocheting a shawl that's alpaca and silk. If anyone's interested in taking on that job for me, that would be great, because it turns out I can't do it. So yeah, which is frustrating, because I really wanted a crochet project in my bag. And so now I'm going to have to find another one. But that's all right, because there's a box. I don't think you can... Oh, you might be able to see it. This box just under here has got about 6 new bases for me to test out. There's so many people allergic to things. It's terrible. No alpaca high fives. Oh, gosh. See, that's the thing. I can use Angora, no problems. That's why I didn't realize I'd have a problem with the alpaca. I know, different animal genus, but I just thought fluffy. Allegra says she has a friend who's allergic to cashmere, which would make me cry. It would totally make me cry. I love working with cashmere. I think like Charlie is to bunnies as I am to cashmere. But yeah, so I think most of my fibers that I sell over on my website have all got some sort of cashmere-ish level, or silk, because I love silk as well. So it's either cashmere or silk, or both. There's some that are 50-50, which is nice. Oh, I have a new blend coming too, which I can't really go into because basically I forgot what's in it. But I have a new fiber blend coming, and that's going to be exciting. So I'll have that ready for... Fingers crossed I get it in time for Redlands Open Day on the 20th of June at the Redlands Performing Arts Centre. And I will be there with my little shop, my little stall that I set up. Oh, sorry guys, I'm still adjusting to where this thing is. I keep trying to push it forward, and now if I push it forward, it's out of shot. But yeah, so the Redlands Performing Arts Centre on the 20th of June from 9 till 3. It's fantastic. It's $5 to get in, right? And that includes your morning tea and a ticket into their Lucky Door prize, which is just amazing. Hey, good morning, Mad Stitcher 2012. Wow, bunny fluff, so soft, so fluffy, so itchy. Yeah, that's how I feel about alpaca. So, there's so much going on at the moment, and I feel like this is like guilty pleasure sitting here knitting, because yesterday I dyed for 7 hours straight, and that was fun. I also had the Margicraft order. So those of you guys waiting on the Margicraft pink bobbins, I got restock yesterday. It was actually quite late. Couriers don't normally come that late, but I got a big box, and I've got like a pile of pink, some more purple, and a few more of the standard brown. I'll have to see if I can get any more lime, but I don't think I can. I think the lime are done. And that's going to be the case, is that once they run out of these colours, they're not going to be getting more of them. So it's like a getting quick while the getting's good. But yeah, so that's here. And so this afternoon, after I finish hanging out with you guys, I got a couple of little orders I need to pack up of those people that pre-ordered the pink bobbins, the big old lucky duckies. I'm not a huge fan of pink, right? But I have to say, it's a really nice pink. Like, I was like, oh yeah, pink bobbins, whatever, I'll order some because people want them. But then when they came in the box, I'm like, I think I need a pink bobbin. And I don't really want a pink bobbin, but this pink is a nice pink, and it looks awesome with the purple, and it looks amazing with the green. So my little collection will look fantastic. So it's going to be one of those things. I'm just going to have to get one of each color when they all come out for myself as well, just because I can't not have a complete set. So does anyone else like that? Like if there's a set of something, they have to have like all of it, or it's just sends them insane. So luckily I didn't really, sorry. Yeah, Kim Pink. So luckily I didn't get too heavily into like, you know, those pop bobbleheads when they first came out, because they used to only come out in like a couple of things, and now they're like pop bobbleheads in everything. I got a friend who's got a collection, and it's like literally an entire wall on their house, and you're just like, oh man, like I've got some pops. I got a collection, but it's a collection of one TV show and one movie. Pokemon bobbins. Yeah, it's a bit like that. Gotta collect them all. Is the alpaca silk sheddy? Look, no, it doesn't. That's the thing. It totally doesn't shed. It's just a bit fluffy. Or at least I don't feel like it's shedding. And as you know, I wear a lot of dark colors, so I kind of notice if it was shedding all over me. Nikki says she's like that with the Chowgo interchangeables. Oh, Marion's picked up a self-supported spindle from Bearded Dragon, so totally jelly right there. Excuse me. Tammy says, I don't know what they are, but you're making me want them. Bobbins are for spinning wheels, Tammy, and I sell the Margicraft bobbins, so they'll fit the Margicraft spinning wheels. Kim says she can finish my shawl as long as I don't need it in a hurry. I don't need it in a hurry. I just want it done so that it's done and it's pretty. It's a pretty pattern and I really like it. Tree Town says, I only had the Labyrinth ones. I always disliked them until they released the Labyrinth ones, and I had to have both versions of Bowie. See, I'm the same. I had to have like all the different versions of Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy, and now there's the second movie out, so I'm sure there's going to be second set of pops come out, so I'll have to make some more room for those. Ashford needs to make funky bobbins. Yeah, they do. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. They need to do something. Kim says, I got the 4-inch and 5-inch sets because I decided I needed 2 sets. Hey, I have a 4-inch and 5-inch set. It's because sometimes I personally prefer using the 5-inch tips. But sometimes the tips are too long when you're doing small circles, so you've got to grab some 4 inches. Gamer Widow says the Clover are more crochet hooks. Yeah, they are nice. I like good tools, guys. It seems like we all like good tools. Hey, Nikki, maybe we should do our first giveaway. So the first one will be Autumn is Here. That one here. So if you want to win the Autumn is Here fluff, get busy in the chat and keep chatting and talking for a little while, and then Nikki will go in and pick our lucky winner and she will announce it in the chat. I'm just checking what's going on here. Nothing. So yeah, so we'll give away the first of the Fluffingtons. Giveaway time. Yeah, I think we're all obsessed with collecting stuff. I think that might be part of the thing with being a crafter, is that we collect our tools and we collect all our stuff. I've collected stash for way too long. Look, I've actually been slowly going through and de-stashing a lot of stuff just because I purely don't have room, which is making me completely crazy. And I just really, I'm having to be really like, what's the word? There's a word where it's just like you have to be hardcore about it, and it's just someone tell me the word that I'm trying to think of. I use it all the time and I can't think it. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. Decisive? No, decisive is not the word. It's really... Anyway, so I'm just basically getting rid of anything. Ruthless. Thank you, Allegra. Ruthless. Absolutely, it's ruthless. And so I'm having to be really ruthless with what's in my stash because it's easy for it to get out of control. And when I first started knitting, I hit spotlight. Well, more so when I first started crocheting, but I hit spotlight so hard in sales and things like that. And I've got crap I will never, ever, ever use. And some of it I've had it for so long and I have got no idea what it's about. Nikki says, come on, people, get busy in the chat. There's 15 people in the chat right now who, if they chat in the chat, have a chance to win the fluff. But yeah, I've got stuff in my stash I actually just binned because when I sort of draw me like one of you French girls. But it started it was disintegrating. I opened up the crate that it was in and it was just I was really disappointed actually. So I just had to I binned it. So I binned some stuff and I destashed some stuff, scored myself an extra couple of crates to put 5 Rific stock into, and then I've got more. It has to go. Kim says it's funny when you start out, if it's on sale, anything is good, but later you get more selective about what you want to spend your money on. Tree Towns, I'm addicted to buying thrift store yarn. I always pick up everything. I used to do that. I end up giving 3 black garbage bags full of the acrylic stuff. Good quality fluff is great for learning on, just saying, non-spinners. Allegra is absolutely right. If you are thinking of beginning to spin, whether you're going to support spin or whether you're going to spin on a wheel, you have to just get the good stuff. It's like I've got a video out there for tools for noobs, and it's the same thing. If you learn on rubbish, you're gonna hate it. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be hard to use. It's not gonna draft properly. It's gonna make life hard. Tammy, I only binned the stuff that was disintegrating. It was like biodegradable yarn that had biodegraded in my crate. Allegra was the winner. Congratulations, Allegra. You have won the Autumn is Here colorway in the, it's just gorgeous stuff. It's got alpaca in it. 78% merino, 20% natural grey alpaca, and 2% bronze Angelina. It's gonna be gorgeous. So ditch that picture, back to the knitting picture. But yeah, so it's, I don't know, it's one of those things, if you start with the good stuff, you will enjoy the process of learning more than if you started with like dodgy, I don't know, like these people who are like, oh, you have to absolutely learn on raw fleece. I'm totally against that thinking. You don't have to learn on anything. Like, seriously, people in India don't learn on raw fleece. They learn on cotton and they learn on silk. And everyone here is told cotton and silk are the hardest to spin. Allegra's saying redraw. It's because of the alpaca, isn't it, Allegra? See, Allegra and I both have the same issues with alpaca. So, I don't know what we want to do. Do we want to... now I feel bad. I'm going to message Nikki to find out what we can do. Nikki, check your phone, chick. I'm just going to check with the producers. Sorry, guys. Just checking some stuff. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, keep the good stuff and use it. And okay, Allegra, we have made a decision, and you are going to be getting a blue one like this one. So so now Allegra is getting the Blue Ice Princess, guys. But listening, Nikki and I have decided that there'll still be an Autumn is Here, and there'll still be another Ice Princess. So Allegra has won a beautiful blue with no alpaca, Allegra. It's got no alpaca. It's 93% merino and 5% blue stellina, and it is gorgeous. So yay for the blue one. Congratulations, Allegra. And thank you, Nikki, too, by the way. So Nikki has now donating 3 of these. So Allegra's got the first one. So we'll do another one in a few minutes, in probably about 10 minutes or so. We'll do the next one. We'll do the, we will redo the Autumn is Here. Sorry, my brain just went. Okay, back to knitting. So what were we talking about before all of that? We were talking about using good quality equipment. Don't feel bad, Allegra. Gosh, Nikki and I are both of the same, like we're totally of the same mindset in our generosity. And we feel that you guys spend your time hanging out and chatting and talking with us. And we love to share it, honestly. I mean, I wish I could just give stuff away all the time. I can't. And that's why we have this sort of forum where you guys who come in and chat and make our morning brighter, we give you guys the opportunity to do fun, good things. Anyway, I'm just climbing down off my soapbox. Take that away. Oops, blip, blip. Sorry. There we go. See, Nikki agrees. So, Allegra, if you can PM or DM or something, either myself or Nikki, your postal address, so we can get the blueness over to you. The Siberian Ice Princess needs to be posted. So in a few weeks, I'll be giving away one of the kits to join in the knitting thingy. And I don't know, I always think of something interesting and hopefully fun to give away for these events. I really love doing the live chatting a lot. I'm finding that I've learnt some things about my webcam. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I've certainly noticed that the main camera, I did some adjusty tweaky stuff in its back software, and I realized that the reason why it didn't pick up the color anywhere near as well as this guy, as the Crafty Cam, was because it was on auto white balance, which meant it was just washing everything to death. And so I fixed it. So let me know if it's looking better. So we're going to be sorting out our 3 things. So we've got 1 down and 2 to go. Hang on, where am I up to? Now, I'm not knitting a circle here, by the way, even though it looks like it. So it's not a circle. Alrighty. So I've got so much stuff coming up at the moment between the Redlands Open Day, which I just love the Redlands Open Day. It's so much fun, and it's inside, and so it doesn't matter if it's raining, it's comfortable, there's heaps of parking. Yeah, Nikki. Yeah, stop it. Sometimes Nikki and I need to discuss things, and we do try to do it before the chat, but sometimes. Miss Tay wants me to go play. Oh no, that's terrible. You should give her some knitting needles and make her sit there and watch this. Anka makes her kids watch, don't you, Anka? Her kids are traumatized by me now. So I'm going to be doing some bits and pieces over in the Facebook group. So if you guys, oops, I just totally did not knit that stitch. If you guys want to make sure, I think all you guys that are currently in the live chat pretty well have joined the group over there. But I'm going to start doing some fun things over there and making it a bit more of a fun zone. Hey, Dominique. And oh, okay. All right, Kira. Totally understand. Totally. I've had a 4-year-old before. She's 12 now, and so now she's the same as a 4-year-old, but louder and bigger. Abby's actually in exam block at the moment, which is a bit of a shock to her system, being told, to study by teachers. Marion loves the live look and she looks forward to Thursdays. I was really torn, you guys, like with the whole doing a regular live show, because it was one of those things. It was one of those things that it was something that I really like and I really enjoy doing it live. But I just didn't know if I was just being selfish with it, if that makes sense. Like, I know what I want to do. I want to go live and just knit or crochet or spin or whatever and hang out and chat and read the chat, and just talk about craft stuff. And I just thought, that's just totally selfish. And you guys completely indulge me. So thank you for coming and hanging out, because otherwise it would be weird, me just sitting here talking to a camera. Oh, wait, that's Mondays. I do that Mondays. Anka says the group is fun. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for coughing in your ear, everybody. Kira says she's just going to listen from the lounge room floor, so she hasn't gone anywhere. So make sure that we give Kira enough time to quickly run to her keyboard to type in if she wants to win the prize. Kim says, I keep humming "Welcome to the Danger Zone" when I see the group. Oh, that's funny. I keep thinking of Fibrific Fun Times, and I have to remember I wrote Fun Zone, not Fun Time. So I have to. It's weird. I'll adjust. I love the live chat, but need to do stuff. My 4-year-old told me off when I tried to go. I enjoy this hour on Thursdays. Can still get some work done too. Oh, that's awesome, you guys. I do feel a bit bad, and I have to set up an after work hours one, a bit of a specially, so for those people that are either on not dodgy time zones, but different time zones, and also those people that are actually in offices and at work that can't sneaky listen, because I've heard of a few of you doing some things where you just put in the earplug in and you listen to it sitting at your desks, which cracks me up, to be honest. Oh, excuse me. I'm just moving my knitting. I know I've taken it out of the shop, but I needed to move it. So this is that, like, this shawl, I have to say, while it's probably the plainest knit thing that I've knitted in ages, because there's no lace, there's no beads, but I have to say, like, I just love how it shows. I think using this yarn of Nikki's really boosted the pattern. I think it was the perfect, when you find the perfect yarn for a pattern and you're just like, yes, and go from there. So Kim says you could do a live from Caffeinated Crafters. Treetown Art says it's Wednesday night here, so my kids are asleep. Yay. And Nikki says, I love having an hour a week where I can just chill and chat with Fibery peeps. Oh, this is awesome, you guys. Oh, yeah, I wish there's actually a thing that we can do maybe down the track. There is a thing called Discord. Some of you might have heard of it, where we can actually all talk. It's not video, it's just audio. And so we can all just talk to each other like a conversation. But that would be something we would need to set. I haven't got it set up or anything. So that's something we could do a bit further down the track if anyone's interested in actually having a convo or a chat. Something I'm thinking about doing one day is that sort of thing. So yeah, Allegra says I'm on Discord for my gaming guild. Yeah, see, I'm on Discord for a couple of things as well. So, and I think it's great. I just have to set it up, really, is what it boils down to. I think that with the live chat, I don't think I would do it from Caffeinated Crafters, purely because I'm a selfish cow and I just like to sit and chat with the people that are there. So if you wanted to come to Caffeinated Crafters, we're meeting tonight at the Coffee Club of Browns Plains Village Square, so not the one in the shopping centre, but the one near JB Hi-Fi. And we just sit and chat and do this, basically, but with coffees and in real life and food. There is also food. Yeah, that was absolutely the best typo, Allegra. Yeah, it's Unca says this is really cool. It's like a craft group once a week with wine. And this is kind of why I set up the Facebook group as well. So, because I noticed some of you guys were becoming friends like with each other as well, which is super cool. And there was like, once this chat closes, you can sort of hang out there for a little while longer, but then it's gone. So the Facebook group means that you guys can all chat with each other, and not worry about, you know, whether I'm available to start it or not. Allegra says, I suspect ambient noise would be a hassle. Sometimes it would be, but like, because there are some weeks where it's mental, and there's other weeks where we swear we're the only people in there. Kim, I did read that your little boy is sick. Yeah, I completely understand. Allegra says it's too far. Lucky I have Stitch and Bitch. Look, honestly, Browns Plains is one of those places where because when I was thinking about where to set it up, I'm like, I could have been totally selfish and just set it up way closer to my house, because I actually drive past another coffee club to get there. But I thought, there is nothing out that way for anybody. Like, there's a spotlight right, like, toddling distance from the coffee club. Yeah, so, but there's not a lot of, like, groups and stuff. Like, everything's in the city. And so I thought I might go just that little smidgy further west to make it so the people out there can come. And it's not that far from me. It's only like 30 minutes. People are becoming friends, but not with me. That's right, Kim. There's a reason they're not becoming friends with you. No, I'm kidding. No, everyone loves you, Kim. And you, like, seriously, Kim is one of those super awesome, generous people who just is so generous with her time and effort. So I like it when I get messages from Kim. It's fun. But yeah, so everyone can join in and be buddy over on the Fiberific Fun Zone as well. Nikki, we need to give away another thing. Oh my God, I've just been rambling on and I just looked at the time. Holy cow, guys. You, like, make me look at the clock sometimes. So, brown one. Everyone, who wants Autumn is Here? It's not actually brown at all, but in my brain it's brown. My dog has just lost her mind at air. Not quite sure why. Then it'll kind of be... Yeah, see, that's the thing, Tree Town Arts. It's kind of like you're in this group, because it's a lot of these people, because I haven't really pushed it hard on any of my other social media, a lot here on YouTube and a little bit on Facebook, because I really do want it to be an extension of this group over there. So, see you later, Kim. Be good. I hope you give your little baby hug. Well, he's not a baby, but give your boy hugs for everybody. It looks a bit of mauve and grey. It does, and I think it's because it's grey alpaca is in it. For anyone interested, my real name is Emma. Well, it does, you know, we all do have our little handles everywhere, and we do every now and again have to go, who are you again? Okay, so Autumn is 78% merino, which is 23 micron and not superwash. 20% natural grey fine baby alpaca, and 2% bronze Angelina. I haven't found a group here yet, so a Facebook group will be lovely. Hi, Kate. So everyone get busy in the chat so that Nikki can give away one of these Autumn is Here blends. She really loves it, and it is gorgeous. Nikki does the best photos. I should send all my stuff to Nikki and get her to do photos. The colours are gorgeous. I have 3 names I go by on a daily basis. Do you know what, Allegra? So do I. So we've got to do it every now and again. Like 2 of mine, like one is Fiberific, because I go by Fiberific in a lot of social media. But then I've got the one that I use for all the gaming stuff that I do. And it's it's non-gender specific, and it's I don't have like me as an icon. And so I use that one for all my gaming stuff. So, but yeah, 3 names for me. What is that? There's a bit of brown on that. Oh, well, we won't see that later. Ex-photographer. There's no such thing as an ex-photographer, Nikki. Just saying. Going back a bit, I have Discord for gaming as well. Yeah, see, we've all got Discord for gaming. Well, those of it's a game because it makes it a lot easier now. Fiber artists and gamers, I found my tribe. I'm one of these people, I really like to watch games, but I really suck at playing them. So I tend to go in and like watch a lot of stuff, or like I watch a lot of Twitch. It's very scary. But I don't tend to, like, I play a few games, but I don't tend to play heaps. I think a big part of it is I'm scared of going into one of these like, you know, servers and just being completely rubbish and just upsetting someone, basically. I don't like that. Winner, winner, winner! We've got Random Crazy Insane. So, Random Crazy Insane, you just won yourself an Autumn is Here. If you can send either Nikki or myself your address so that we can send you your pretties. Congratulations. We've got one more bit of fluff to give away. We'll do that in about 10 minutes. Ark was your last major game. Yeah. See, look, this is a shame. Ready? I fell down the Stardew Valley hole. That was the last thing I sort of really got into. And I still play it every now and again. And Stardew Valley is, it's a guilty pleasure. I consider all gaming guilty pleasures. But I really I like Just Cause as well. I like Just Cause 3. Which is just stupid. I know. So, anyway. Like, Game Widow says I'm only good at Lego games. Oh, look, I'm no good at any games. Like, even Stardew Valley where you play by yourself, I'm no good at that either, but I just play it. I even streamed it for a while on my Twitch channel, so that was fun. But I don't do that anymore. So, yeah, I just haven't had much time for it anymore, and I had to make some decisions. I had to decide on fiber focus or gaming focus, but I couldn't really do both as much as I wanted. So I've had to do a bit more fiber focus. Especially now, everything's picking up and getting busy, and I really love this whole YouTube thing, and I've got VidCon coming, and it's just all good. Everything's good, and I'm really happy with how good everything is. Like, just, I don't know. Crash Bandicoot comes out soon. I'm losing my mind over that one. I'm still 11-year-old child inside. Do you know what? Like, I'm a bit of a, I really like car racing games. So I built, like, Tim turned 40, was it last year or the year before? It might have been the year before. Anyway, Tim is no longer 40. He's 42. So for his 40th, I built him a really base level gaming PC that we attached to the television. Because Tim's like not like a hardcore gamer, but he likes like basic games. And so I set him up with a Steam account and gave him some games. Because I humble bundle a lot of games, makes it so that it's really cheap. And so I gave him like heaps of games, and I think I gave him something like 30 games, and he really just plays All Stars. What's it called? The driving one with the All Stars and the maps and stuff. And that it's fun, and we love it. All 4 of us play it out in the lounge room. Or 4 of us, all 3 of us play it, and if we've got any visitors. So, my kids love Steam. Yeah, I love Steam. Steam's great. So many good games. I was majorly into WoW. See, I avoided WoW so much because there were so many of my friends that were like, had fallen really badly down the World of Warcraft hole that we weren't seeing them anymore. And I've got like, it's like, I know I have like a bit of an addictive personality, and I could just see myself just completely falling in. So there's some games that when I hear it's a bit like WoW, I tend to back away from and don't play. yeah, so Abby doesn't yet have a Steam account, but she hasn't asked for one, so she tends to just log in as me or Tim, because we both have our own. But yeah, so I do tend to just watch the games that I'm gonna fall down. Sometimes you fall down the hole before you realize how bad it is, and that was a bit like me on Stardew Valley, because it's completely addictive. But I do things like I'll play a game. Like when you download the games and stuff on your phone, I'll play a game for like 5 levels or something, and it'll be ridiculous. I'll be like, must play the game. And then I'll be like, nah, bored, uninstall. So I do that too. But anyway, we've really... Oh, I just realised I forgot to do a yarn over at the end of that row. That was dumb. I'll fix that later. We're old school here and play old arcade machine. My 6-year-old loves it. Oh, I love arcade machines so much. I'm a serious Frogger addict, but I don't like playing Frogger on the phone or on the keyboard. I like using the like dip 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 blip blip blip. I like that. Hang on, guys. I don't know who it is, so I'm not going to answer it. They can go to voicemail. Sorry, whoever that is. I'll ring you back. Whoops. Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's another good one. Okay, Nikki, it's time. Time to do an Ice Princess. Ice Princess, Ice Princess. This is my one. No one wants my one because Jazzy slept on it. Jazzy is my other cat. I didn't even realize I had left it. I had left it on the dining table because I'd opened it up out of the bag and was patting it. I was like, oh, and I left it on the dining table overnight. I've come out the next morning and there is our old cat Jazzy curled up in the middle of the dining table. Whole table she could have slept on. No, my fluff. So now I have to defluff the fluff. I have to get the cat fur out of it. So, Ice Princess, Siberian Ice Princess. Hey, so get busy in the chat. You can all tell me, what do you think of the colours? Like, do you think I did okay? Like, I mean, I'm a bit nervous about some of these steps. So you can tell me if I'm missing any steps or anything. So there's 14 colours I had to do. Cats are awesome. Ice Princess, I'll take in Jazzy too. You can't have Jazzy. There will be fights. Abby would be devastated. Abby and Jazzy are the same age. Because it's true. Why do cats do that? My cats always sleep on our napkins if we leave them on the table. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's insane. Yes, it's a lot of rainbow. It's 14 colours. There's actually a few extras that I wasn't happy with their tones, so I took them out. I'll just sell them later. The colours are gorgeous. It's true, but that's the best part of what I love about it. I'll just be sitting here knitting, not a gamer. No, that's right, Gay. We changed topics. I realised we'd talked about it quite long. Yeah, it was so many colours. Like I'd written out a list and was having a look at what I wanted and realised, no, I can't just do what I want. I've got to do different tones of the same colours because there's 14 colours. I had to do 14 because I really want it to be the same as the pattern to start with. And we can definitely, because we're going to learn about how to change colours and not jog so that your colour doesn't end up like stepping up. So we're going to learn about no jogging. We're going to be learning a really cool way to join your colours so you don't have to go back in and weave in 11 million ends later. And so it'll be great. The only problem, I know that people wanted me to do a long colour repeat so that it wasn't all little balls. But the problem with that is that we need to change colours every 5 rows in the pattern. And I know that you could adjust that. But everyone was going to be making a different size. So the Game of Widows is our winner. Yeah, Game of Widows. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Gamer Widows, on winning your own Ice Princess. Ice Princess for you. That's awesome. So we've got our 3 winners. Allegra. Who's the other winner? Oh my god. I didn't write them down because I wasn't. Nikki. But yes. So Allegra, we're going to be doing joggler striping in the sock thing. So it will be a video point on its own. So yeah, congratulations, Gamer Widows. You get the blue one for you, Stellina and Merino, and it's just delicious. So yeah, so we're going to be doing joggler stripes. We're going to be learning a new heel that's strong but isn't gusseted, so that the stripes will actually still carry around normally. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Random Crazy Insane. I knew it was someone I knew, and so that's cool. But yeah, so we're going to have so much fun with these socks, or at least I am. So that's really all that's important, right? But yeah, we're going to do the socks. I'm going to get started on one to try and have one ready for photos and things like that. Or at least started. Because I have to do 2 socks. So, you know. And I also have to test to make sure that the colours work. So someone had to do that, didn't they? Yeah, so we've got the sock thing coming up. We've also got a brioche knitting. Miss Tay said hi. Hi, Miss Tay. Thank you, Nikki. The game. Nikki, do you have the Gamer Widows address? If not, I think I might. What was I going to say? I can't remember now. The fluff. Oh, we've got the brioche knitting coming as well. So I'm just waiting on my supply of 8-ply yarn to come for that. And then I can dye up some pretty colours in the 8-ply because I really want to do the brioche in the 8-ply. No problems, Miss Tay and Kira. Have a great day. But yeah, so I really want to make sure that the brioche knitting... Every time I say brioche, like when I'm talking to Tim, he is like, oh, buns? Are you going to make buns? I'd eat a brioche bun. And it's like, oh my God. So I would like to know why brioche knitting and brioche buns both exist. Does anyone know why? Is it like a region? I don't understand what brioche, the word, means. So, does phone drunk? She does. Oh, good. Brioche knitting, Random Crazy Insane, is that I'll be doing that in a few weeks, probably after Bendigo. Nancy Marchant has given us permission to use one of her patterns, so we'll all get to do it, and I can do the videos on it. And I've actually never done brioche knitting before, so this is a whole... I say I've never done it before. I've done a swatch, and it was a really basic little swatch, and I just needed to do it to do my certification. And so I've got the very basic mechanics, but that's it. That's all I have. I've never done anything like pretty or swirly or anything. And Shara Maid, who is an Australian designer down in Healesville, has this stunning shawl, and I really, 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 really want to make it, except I don't have the skills for it. So I want to make this other thing from Nancy first, and then we can, go from there and take the step. I think buttery bread and the knitting technique is just disappointing in comparison. Yeah, I can imagine, because I really like brioche bread a lot. Guys, it is nearly time. Like, it's 10:59 and I've got a huge day ahead of me. So we're going to do we're going to be having our sock knitting cowl. Then we're going to be doing our 2-color brioche cowl. I'm in talks with some crochet designers to find out if we can do some crochet stuff. And we'll go from there. So guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see those of you who I see tonight at the Caffeinated Crafters at Browns Plains. Then there's on the 20th of June, I will be at the Redlands Performing Arts Centre for the Redlands Spinners Open Day. And then I will also be doing Bendigo Sheep and Wool Show, where I'll have my stall there as well. And I will, it'll be fun. We always make it fun at all these things. So have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.